It's it's always good when you see someone who's good at their job, isn't it?
Well, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Especially if it's something you can't do.
I had a guy come over and clean out the drains. So
Did they? Can I ask how they did it? Was it a vacuum cleaner?
No. So we had that awful thing where the toilets start bubbling, and then when you put on the dishwasher,
It goes.
yeah, and the worst one, you flush the toilet and water comes up out of the bath.
Yep.
You're like, there is a problem. So I rang the local plumber. He just lives in the next street, and he's like, I don't put my hand down toilets anymore. I'm getting too old for that. He's a great guy. And then he said, but I've got a guy called Aaron from Drain Clean.
Yep.
And so I rang up Aaron, and Aaron's like, is that the famous Dave O'Neill? I'm like, no, I think he said the movie star.
Whatever. Yeah,
So, mate,
probably.
no Tom Cruise, but I was in a movie about 20 years ago. Sure, if you want to believe that. Anyway, he came over, and he was so good. So he just he goes outside, and he pulls off the sewage outlet lid, I suppose you call it, and then he just sticks down a
drill.
No, it's like a water hose with a high pressure hose that cleans out the roots, and so he sticks it down.
Yeah, but you
he didn't have that machine. You know that machine they sometimes stick
with the
down?
blades pop out the front.
Yeah, it's very alien.
Okay, so it was just a squirty one.
Because he said, you've got an old house with old pipes. They're probably terracotta. They're terracotta pipes, and that thing can easily smash them.
Good advice.
So he was an expert, and so then he goes, I'll put the camera down and show you. And so he put the camera down. It was amazing. So me and my youngest Barney were watching.
That's fun viewing.
And so he goes, watch this. And so he's got the camera down there, and there's all these roots. You can see all the roots.
Oh,
in the
this
pipe.
is great.
And then he sends down this high-pressure hose thing with a thing on the end, and you see it and then he just pulls it back, and all the roots are gone. It's incredible. And he goes, smell it. Hey, smell that.
Hang on. He just squirted. How did he get him out? With a high-pressure hose?
It must spin around or something. It's got a very high-pressure hose that gets rid of the roots. I said, is that going to get rid of the roots? He goes, yeah, watch this. And so it cuts the roots up. It must just cut the roots.
I can't cut it with water.
Must be a blade.
I reckon it's that alien thing that I've seen where it comes out the front and it spins.
Yeah,
the terracotta. You're right about the terracotta. Yeah,
I don't know, but he said it's very high pressure water.
Okay,
and then he goes, smell that. You can smell the roots, and you can smell the roots getting cut up. It's like an earthy kind of smell.
Oh, okay.
And so we're watching it on the TV. He sets up a little monitor, and you watch it. And he goes, I bet you've never seen a TV program like that. I said, well, actually, when I had my colonoscopy, very similar video.
See?
I said, in fact, I'll drop my pants. You can save me a couple of grand. Send it up there.
Yeah, way you go. It'll smell bad, and it'll make a funny noise as well. That's good. You've lightened up his day. He knows you're Dave O'Neill, the famous movie star. You've given him a joke.
Give him a joke.
For free. You've given him a free joke. And did you do a little tray with biscuits on it with coffee like I do?
No, I didn't do that. No.
You've got to do that. They love it. They love it. Because I had to go to the tree cutters around the other day, and it's become part of the thing now.
Yeah, well, they expect it now.
Yeah, and I get a couple of jam fancies. And put those on a plate, and then I get a little bit of chocolate, individual wrappers, and yeah.
Do you wear a little apron, a little penny?
A little penny, but I did it for the painters once, and I put out some of the chocolates that we didn't like, and I said, "How did you go with the chocolates?" And he just went, "No, not so good."
Now, when you turn up for the tree cutters, often in biscuits, and you're wearing your little apron, do you think in their mind they think perhaps that you may have? Like when they see your wife, they're a bit shocked. You know what I mean?
Oh, then I might just live alone.
Be a confirmed bachelor.
Yeah. Well, we already told the story.
You'll have wife, Glenn.
I have the tree cutters and the plumbers in the same day.
Yeah.
And the plumbers wanted a photo with Russell Coy. And I went, you're a good guy.
That's right.
I will go and put the outfit on. Around one side of the house. We did the photo, he was happy, no pants on. I mean, I only do the shirt. Shirt and the hat, it takes 2 seconds to do it.
That's enough.
Yeah, but you could just, it looked like Russell Coy.
Yeah.
So then, maybe I did have the pants on. Anyway, so then I go, see you later. They go, and I walk around the back of the house and start talking, dressed as Russell Coy, start talking to the tree cutter, going, how are you going up there? And he looked and went, oh, don't tell me he just wanders around the house as Russell Coy all the time.
A bit weird.
And I didn't realise that until I got back inside.
Yeah.
And then he came again a few weeks ago, I said, did you think it was a bit weird I was dressed as Russell Coight? He goes, oh, not really. It's kind of what we expect. We see a lot of weird things, So if Russell Coight comes out dressed as Russell Coight, you kind of accept it,
Well, when I met the drain cleaner, I was dressed as the guy from the Nugget, had the outfit on, the stop and go sign.
Yeah, I had someone come around today to my house, a workman. We have a lot of people coming around to our house.
You do. You just constant. It's constant though. Maintenance on the house is constant.
And the neighbours always refer to it. They go, "Oh, you're getting this stuff," because they can see what you're getting done by what's out on the street. There's a few pipes. You're getting your bathroom done. And he sent to me. I said, where do you live? He said Strathmore, and I went,
that's where you grew up.
That's where I grew up. He goes, and I used to go to Strathmore High, which is where I used to go as a student and as a teacher. He goes, yeah, I had you.
You taught him?
Yeah. Well, he said, were you an emergency teacher? And I said, yes. And he said, look, I can't really, and then I said,
long time ago,
Facebook has set up this thing, how much of an asshole I was. Remember that?
Yes.
Sent in by Adam Rosenbach's.
Another former Strathmore High.
Strathmore High, yeah. And he said, no, I don't remember that. I just remember you were there. And anyway, so it's a very, very small world. Anyway.
Successful alumni from Strathmore High. There's you, and what was this guy doing?
This guy was just doing a bit of, he's going to replace my decks.
Yeah, the deck guy, Glenn Robbins, Adam Rosenbach.
Yeah, it's all there, I mean, it must admit, sometimes you go, do I want to be recognised? And you go, yeah, maybe I do, because then they might,
give you good work.
Yeah. But then sometimes they'll go, oh, can I get a photo? And then one guy said to me, can I put it on my website? And I'm going, well.
Nah.
But then again, the other day, I had the window cleaners around, Rob and Lucy. Rob is a comedian, ex-comedian, Rob Carris.
I think I know who you mean.
Yeah. And I wrote them a review on the.
You're nice.
On the Google review machine.
I read it. It said smeary as fuck. Don't use them.
Yeah.
Rob wasn't too happy.
Because he washed my house as well. He got the house. He
got the gurney out.
He's the house washer. You can paint your house, but when you wash your house, and that's got to be one of the most satisfying jobs in the world. Especially we get into a dark corner and
it's a gurney thing. Yeah, we bought one of them the other day.
Don't buy one. What is it?
It's a gurney. It's called a gurney.
A gurney. They're not that good.
Yeah.
Is it all right?
Well, after the drain man came, I used it to clean my backside. God, no. Play the music, Sam.
Welcome to Somehow Related. Now please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Anyway, here we are. Oh dear. Anyway, we get two topics. We've got to work out how they are related. And should we just get the topics? Because I don't know if Sam's still away. She was away last week.
Well, maybe, because some people, they go away and then they go somewhere else. Maybe.
You know what? She's going to give us some sort of holiday destination topic because she's got holidays on her mind. So it's probably going to be Surfers Paradise and...
Oh, she might be at Noosa.
School kids.
Maybe she's at Broome. Or she wouldn't... Would she be able to afford to go anywhere else?
I don't know. Well, what? Let's find out. What are the topics?
Do we pay her?
No. So she loves it. What are the topics, Sam?
Platforms, shoes, and wait for it. Venice, Italy.
She's in Venice.
She's in
the ciao, buongiorno.
She's been wandering around in Venice, and she's heard someone say something in Italian, and she thought, "I'll jot that down, and I'll send it to the guys."
She's an Italian lover.
Mario. Is it Mario?
I don't know.
Is Mario Italian?
Yeah, Mario's Italian. Of course, Mario Brothers. Yeah, it's Italian.
Is it? What's
Mario.
Greek? What's Greek then?
Oh, Con, John, George, right. Philip.
Okay, what's Italian?
Mario, Giuseppe, Luigi.
Okay, no, you're right. So she's overheard Mario.
Venice, you've been to Venice, haven't you?
I don't say it like that.
Because you're not that well-travelled.
I'm not that well-travelled.
But you've been to Venice.
As Alex, friend of the show, said, you haven't seen many movies. Because every time a movie comes up, apparently I've never seen it. And everyone thinks it's funny. Great movies, I haven't seen them.
What? So, like, you've seen The Godfather?
Yeah.
You've seen Goodfellas?
Oh, one of my favourites.
I love Goodfellas.
Yeah, but what was Star
Wars.
What's the Humphrey Bogart one?
Oh, Casablanca.
I haven't seen that.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, okay, so I'm not so bad then.
You've been to Venice?
Well,
You've been to Italy?
Yes, but I haven't been to Venice.
Oh, Venice is great.
I remember, how did it come about?
How many times have I been? 3, whatever.
Yeah, but what? You went back.
I like Venice. Venice is awesome.
What? Okay, what are you going to do in a day in Venice? What's your day?
Just walk around.
But you can't.
Oh, yeah, you can. You can do a lot of walking in Venice. There's a lot of bridges and paths and stuff.
The Bridge of Sighs. I know why it's called the Bridge of Sighs. Do you know that? Or maybe I know something you don't.
Don't know that.
It's because the bridge went to the prison, and as the prisoners walked over there, they would sigh.
Oh, okay. I don't know that. No, because the problem with those places is, it's always been touristy. It was sort of, they escaped. I read all about it because I was always fascinated by Venice. Like, how did Venice...
But why did it become... So it's built on the coast.
It's off the coast of Italy, yeah.
Is it an island?
They were sort of swamps, and then I think, they were built on islands. They built on islands, and then it got swampier, and they just sort of... They went there originally to... they were getting invaded and stuff, and in wars and stuff. So the Venetians moved off the coast, and they built this city on islands, and then it sort of flooded, and they just had canals and stuff.
And what sort of blinds have all the rooms got?
Vertical. No, they got Venetians, you're right. But no, it's good. All those areas suffer from that. You want to go and see the people that live there and see what they're doing, but they rent out a lot of the places to Airbnb.
So
the real Venetians, every year they drop down in terms of people living there permanently, you know what I mean?
Is it tidal?
Yeah, it is tidal. Yeah, it's tidal. Yeah, they do go up and down a bit, yeah. But it's amazing. So you get off of the railway station, you walk across this massive bridge, and you're in Venice. It's incredible. It's very accessible, Glenn. And then you don't have to get a gondola. You can just get their boats, like their buses, and you just zip around in them. It's awesome.
And so you'll go to a restaurant. You'll go to there's
art galleries. There's a square.
Yep.
There's good ice cream shops. But some bits are very touristy because they get the cruise ships coming in. So
what period is the buildings?
Must be 1700, I reckon.
Right. Okay.
But onwards from 16 to 1700, probably earlier, I reckon.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Selena always talks about we should go and live in Italy for a while.
Oh, yeah.
I said, just go to Lygon Street in Melbourne and, a few times a week. We've got it covered.
She would have been to Venice.
Yes, she loved it.
Yeah.
She loved it.
Yeah. Because you always go, it's going to be touristy, it's going to be this, but it's still beautiful.
Did you go on a gondola?
No. It's too expensive. I think it's expensive. But
so you do hear a bit of
yeah, in the
Have there been famous scenes shot?
In Venice.
No, but with speedboats and stuff like that. And
There's
Bond.
a James Bond one.
Yeah, right.
Set around there, isn't
it? And is there there's the Grand Canal, isn't there? Is there one big canal?
Yeah.
Canal?
Yeah.
Canal?
And there's a Rialto Bridge. But that gets I've never seen more people in my life than I have, because we stayed, the last time I went, we stayed in a bit of Venice, a little bit out of the way, but not too out of the way. And then you would go to near the Rialto Bridge, which is the big tourist area, near the square and everything. And oh my God, there must have been there's cruise ships pull up, and like thousands of people.
Well, you need deep water for a cruise ship to pull up.
They get the cruise ships pull up. They're trying to ban them for a while. It's probably a good idea, I reckon. But maybe they
So the water never goes. Okay, has it ever flooded in Venice?
Yes,
it has.
Yeah. So when we were there, I reckon about 8 a.m, there was like this loud alarm.
It was flooding.
Yeah, and then you walked out the front door. They put these big steel things in front of your door.
So they were used to it.
Yeah. Just put your steel thing in front of your door.
Put your steel thing in front of your door.
Yeah.
And that will keep the water out.
And
how high was that?
Well, we left, but we didn't see it.
So
it must have been coming. It's because they must get king tides there.
Well, you do. Being a surfer, I follow the tides, and you get a high or a moderate high. You get a low.
Oh, listen, old Point Break over here.
Yeah. So when they get a high, and around Easter, you'll often get because of the moon and the gravity pulling on the oceans pulls it up.
Yeah, right.
So if Venice got a full moon, don't book. Don't go there.
Don't go.
You might get a king tide.
Anyway, I mean, it's the sort of place you can go over 3 or 4 days and
okay,
you've done it.
Another question: does it smell?
Yeah, it does a bit.
Smells
yeah.
like what?
In summer, sewage.
It smells like sewage?
Well, a bit watery
But where
sewage.
where does the sewage go?
I don't know. In the ocean.
Don't tell me it goes into the ocean.
I think it might. I wouldn't swim around there. No one swims around Venice. No.
So, what's the climate? Would be warm?
Yeah, the best time to go is in winter because there's hardly anyone there, and you got all the mist. But it's not that cold. It's not snowing.
I'm most worried about the sewage going out into the ocean.
Well, don't worry about it. You're not swimming in the ocean. You're not getting your water
But
from
surely, but that's a bit like, no disrespect, but the India.
Oh, the Ganges. Yeah. Right.
I mean, you're not swimming in there. You're not swimming in Venice.
No.
Yeah, you would wonder. Let's just take an example. Like, if you were chasing me and wanted to get away from me, I'd jump in the water and swim off.
Yeah, you could, but you might get diseases. Might get sick. Anyway, it's a great place. Go and have a look.
Yeah, well, it's classic Italy.
Yeah.
I guess
Where are the big ones? Rome.
Why am I thinking of
Naples.
Marco Polo?
Oh, was he from Venice?
I don't know.
Gee, he bought a lot of stuff back. Oh, he bought that back. Pasta. Oh, he bought back that one from China. Oh, ice cream. Yeah, Marco Polo. Marco Polo must have had a big suitcase. He bought a lot of stuff back, didn't
Well,
he?
like Banks did with Cook, and except they brought
Bought a lot of stuff back.
a lot of trees and foliage and cuttings and animals and stuffed animals. Okay,
Anyway,
Venice,
I would go there over
you would go there.
over
Spring or
Florence. I would rather go to Venice than Florence. I reckon it's better than Rome. Except Rome's got the Colosseum, which is incredible. And Naples was the other place I really liked.
Did you go there with the family or just with Kieran?
Yeah, both.
You're really good at travelling with those kids. Hang on, with
teenagers
kids.
now. Easy with teenagers. But when they were babies, it's terrible.
Yeah,
Ugh.
hard yards.
Ugh.
So you're saying you would place it where in your top 5?
Venice?
Yeah.
Yeah, top 10, top 5. Definitely top 5 in Italy. Yeah.
Okay, what's your number 1 then in Italy, in Europe?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Neither.
No, you bloody asked me a tough question
asked
there,
me
Gary.
now.
Oh, Paris. I like London.
I like
Paris, London, Venice. It's like a song. I like Naples. I thought Naples was great.
Yeah, I've heard Naples is good.
Naples was awesome.
How would you get around Italy?
Spain was good. Been to Spain?
Yeah,
Been to Spain?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spain's
Barcelona. I've been to Barcelona.
great. Did you have a Barcelona?
Yeah.
Did you have a Barcelona?
I liked it. I loved the
Madrid?
people. The food wasn't great in Spain.
Oh, no, you gotta
The
go.
produce is not good.
I went to Portugal in the 80s. That was good. Lisbon?
Oh, wow,
great.
you really have travelled. This is when you were trading in drugs, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was a drug dealer.
Yeah. So,
Often had stuff on my backside. Quite uncomfortable.
hey, Dad, what? You've been to the toilet for a few days. Why is that?
Couldn't get rid of it.
When I get back to Melbourne, that's when I'll go to the toilet. Sorry.
Went to Denmark. Copenhagen's good. But you know what? They're small cities, though.
Yeah.
So you go to Copenhagen, you go, why can't we be like this? Everyone's riding bikes and that. And
Yeah.
then you look it up, it's like 400,000 or
Yeah.
something like that. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
We live in a
get it.
big city.
We do.
All the cities in Australia are big now and urban
We
spread.
do.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we can talk about platform shoes. Have you worn... Should we talk about platform shoes?
Yeah.
Have you ever worn...
Have you ever wanted to be taller?
No.
No, well, you're 6'2". 6'4".
6'1". I'm probably shrinking.
Yeah, I'm shrinking.
No, I'm 6'1", but I'm probably 6 foot.
Yeah,
I don't stand up straight.
I'm
You're
180.
5'8"?
It's easier
You're
to say.
5'8"?
What?
Actually, you're one of those people that when you see you in real life, you actually look what you think you're going to be.
What?
You know, some people you go,
Oh, they're shorter.
they're really short, but you're sort of normal.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'm like, what am I? 180, 6'11".
So you're 6 foot.
11. 5. Sorry, 6 foot. 5'11".
Yeah, but you look 6 foot. You look tall. I reckon.
Yeah. I reckon I would have thought I wouldn't be 6'1". You're 6'1". Maybe if we lay down on the ground together, we would.
I reckon I've shrunk. My dad shrunk.
Yeah, all right.
People
Well,
shrink.
I'm shrinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In all areas.
I'm 8.5 down there. I mean, isn't everybody?
Sure.
Yeah.
Centimeters. What?
No, have I ever? What was your question? Have you ever worn
platform shoes or high heels?
Oh, hang on. Back in the 70s, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, they wore platforms. The Sharpies and stuff wore platforms.
Yeah, they did.
Absolutely, they did.
And they were like they're a boot. weren't they?
Yeah, with a platform on.
With a Cuban heel. That was what gave you the height. So you automatically looked more intimidating because you had
they get on the train and they go, "What are you fucking looking at?"
Well, you fucking look at, mate. Yeah.
And
they had a chiseled toe. They had a cubey toe.
Because bands had them, so the glam bands had them.
Yeah, right.
So like T-Rex and all, Bowie would wear them too. And so I think that's why people.
But were they not a cowboy boot though?
No. But platform shoes are different from cowboy boots. I reckon they're like just think of David Bowie or any of those 70s, T-Rex.
Well, if you take the
Gary
extreme,
Glitter.
what about Kiss?
Yeah, they have platform shoes.
Hey,
absolutely.
Just while we're on it, we took the grandchild out yesterday to one of those play centres, right? And
what's it called? Like
oh, sure, I won't say what it was called.
Yeah, grommets are us.
Yeah,
Nits,
but this was very good. It was an artistic art combined with play.
Oh.
So it has a bit of it was a cultural play area, and they said we're going to have what do you call it? Party time, dance off later. Where what do you call it? Party? What do you call it?
Happy hour?
Yeah, so whatever they call it. Yeah, we're anyway. Have you got any requests?
Oh, no. Baby Shark.
Well, this is what happened. We went for Kiss. I want
to rock and roll all night.
I want to rock on and
party every day.
She gave us a funny look and went, "Oh dear, I'm going to have to check that for language." and so she walks up and does her phone. So anyway. Then we came for...
I mean, that's their only good song.
Dance party, that's what they call it. Now we've got...
Well, surely it's like Baby Shark.
Yeah, well, that's what happened was. First of all, there was some daggy one. Then there was Baby Shark. Then there was a Wiggle song. I'm going, no wonder she was a bit nervous because we're not fitting the genre. And then Kiss came on. They went nuts. The kids loved air guitar, big success. We were up there. But, little...
Did you dance?
Well, the grandchild, we said hop up on the stage.
I mean, can you go to those places? Wasn't there a court case?
Well, does
your ankle bracelet go off?
We settle out of court.
So was there a little stage or... So you said, Grant, get up there.
Get up there. And he said, I'll get up there if you get up there. No, he said, can you come with me? So I went with him. I just squatted down and we danced up there. It was great. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Loved it.
I still love the fact that people are seeing you with a young child and going... Glenn Robbins got a young wife, hasn't he? He's got the baby. He's got the new babies. Well, he's obviously split up with the missus.
All I'll say is that it was going really well, and I went, look out, and I did a bit of Russell Coy dancing on the middle of the stage, and I didn't really.
All the mums went crazy.
Yeah, all the mums went crazy, and then I did a bit of Kel dancing, and then I did a little...
Oh, yeah, well, you're a good dancer.
Well,
Do the river dance.
Yeah.
Gotta say though, Kiss. I was never a big Kiss fan.
So Kiss, they have
platform
huge
shoes.
Platforms.
Have you ever met Gene Simmons or Ace Frehley or any of those guys? Or?
No desire to, but no.
I interviewed Gene Simmons once.
He's kind of on all the time, isn't he?
No, he had wandering hands with the ladies.
Really?
Oh yeah, because so it was back in the Nova days, so it would have been over 20 years ago. And he was coming in during the day, and he turned up without the makeup. And then he's just like, and of course all the women that are around our age or a bit younger, whatever, can we get a photo, Gene? Yeah, get in, girls, get in. He's like grabbing them all, like
But hang on, there's grabbing and there's grabbing.
There was grabbing.
Meaning,
and then Kate Langbrook really got stuck into him. Oh yeah, in the interview about, but you're married, aren't you? And all this, he just kept talking about women, and he was a bit creepy, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I was never a huge Kiss fan because Kiss was big at my high school.
Yeah.
But one of my friends had a theory. Well, James Young, who is a broadcaster and a band promoter, he was a big Kiss fan, but he had a theory that Kiss was big in Melbourne because of all the Greeks and Italians. Because all the Greek and Italian kids at high school love Kiss. In fact, one of the guys, he got a tattoo in year 11 of Kiss on his shoulder, but didn't tell his mum, so...
And regrets it now.
No, he had to hide it. Because, the mums would say Kiss stood for Knights in Satan's Service.
What's the difference between a high heel and a platform?
Oh, well, I think a high heel is like one single stalk. Not
that I've ever been. What do strippers wear?
Yeah, high heels. I think some wear platforms.
Some wear platforms, don't they?
So, like, you see, like, Instagrammers like the Kardashians, they wear platforms.
Because they're like really, really short.
Yeah. Yeah, they want to be tall. I don't know if they are short. I have no idea.
And it's different from a lift, which is what people put in their shoe to make them look taller.
Yeah. So I'm sure people like Daryl Summers would have had lifts and stuff because he was short.
Well, Tom Cruise, first thing I look when he walks down the red carpet or whatever, I go, oh, yep, there it is.
He's got the lift in.
Yeah, he's got something. He's got the little Cuban heel thing going on there.
Yeah, makes you taller.
Makes it taller. And, it makes him feel a bit better. Okay, who are the famous people that are short? Reese Witherspoon. She's short, isn't she?
I've met her. She's.
Hang on. You've met a lot of people.
Yeah, just because they used to come in for radio interviews. But on the panel, you would have met a lot of.
Oh yeah, but probably not as regular as you though.
Apparently, Arnold Schwarzenegger's short. I've never met him, but he's short.
Apparently he's quite short.
Grant Denyer. But we all know Grant Denyer's short.
Yeah, and he kind of makes. And he
plays up.
He wouldn't love it. But I'm thinking Picasso was quite short.
Oh,
like when he was
Hitler. Hitler was short.
Yeah,
wasn't he? Napoleon.
Yeah. Who else? Jason Alexander, he was pretty short.
You met him.
Yeah, he met me. Yeah. I can't even remember else. So, a high heel is different to a platform.
Yeah. Have you worn platform shoes?
In my personal life.
Or just you would have worn one in a skit, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I think the times that I have, they make you quite nervous because you feel as though you're going to fall over.
I reckon I've worn them in for something, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, I mean, when you watch those guys on the Kiss guys, you go, that's pretty clever the way. If it's just, it feels like you're going to do your ankle.
Well, yeah, you're going to, I bet you some of them have done their ankles in those shoes.
Stairs.
Yeah,
look out, stairs.
And as Kiss are getting older, no wonder they stopped touring. Enough of the platform shoes.
I would imagine if you wore platforms, or I'm thinking maybe high heels, it's gonna hurt your back because it throws
it does.
Throws everything out.
Absolutely does.
And so your body has to compensate, muscular and skeletal. I would imagine you've got to compensate because it's not natural.
High heels are just weird anyway, I reckon.
And why is it sexual? The high heel, is it? I don't want to be too graphic here, but
men used to wear them, didn't they?
That was for status.
Yeah,
but they were invented for men.
Yeah, they were in the olden days.
Has it got anything to do with making the females' buttocks look more
pronounced in the high heel?
I'm asking the question. I don't know whether that's right or not. But does a woman? Because some women, you don't need to wear high heels. You see women who are quite tall, you go, like Lady Di. She wasn't allowed to because she didn't want to tall
over Charles. Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
And what did she say when she went on The Tonight Show?
It's so good to be able to wear
heels again.
Yeah. Do you reckon women feel slightly better when they wear heels than when they wear flats?
No, I don't know. My wife doesn't wear heels, so...
Yeah, Celine doesn't wear... I mean, when you go out, I think that's the question they ask. Is it a heels event or is it a
flat shoe?
A flat shoe. I reckon if I was a woman...
Would you wear them?
I reckon I'd quite enjoy wearing them, but I reckon I'd get to a part of the day and hard to drive a car.
Is there something you want to tell us? You having a change?
No, not there's anything. I'm not.
You want to start wearing heels?
No, I'm not casting any sort of humoristic spin on. I probably on occasion when you do get dressed up as a woman, it does feel quite good.
Yeah. I've seen you dressed, and you make a good woman. I have to say.
We've talked about this before.
The Eric Banner skit, and you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you dressed.
Someone was quoting to me the other day. I'd forgotten about it.
I wish I could find it. That was for the Eric Banner pilot that Channel 7 did.
Don't you be rude. She is a beautiful person.
Yeah.
Don't you ever treat her bad.
So it's two women at a bar talking to Stephen Curry, who's like an unsuspecting young guy.
Right.
And you just accost him and go, do not be rude. She is a special person. She's beautiful. How dare you? And he's like, I'm not doing it. No, you don't. I think it was based on Eric.
If you ever, because I had happened to...
Was it based on you and Eric? Or it happened to you?
It happened to me, yeah, because I think I went on...
Probably wrote the skit with you.
No, what happened was I went on a date with a girl, and so there was me and the two girls. She bought a
Oh,
girlfriend.
she bought a friend.
Bought a friend.
That's right.
And they got quite drunk, and they both went to the toilet, and I went to the toilet at the same time, and I could hear them talking about me in the toilet. It was like one of those things up there where they call like a little event. And it was coming straight through loud and clear. And I could, and they go, he thinks he's pretty cool, doesn't he? He's pretty pleased with himself. Anyway, so I come back and I sit down, and I've got to say, it's not going well.
No.
And I go, you know what, girls? I'm feeling pretty good tonight. And I'm pretty happy with myself. And then she goes, how dare you? How dare you? And the girl that I'm on the date with runs out crying. And the other girl comes back and then had that conversation.
Yeah.
She is a beautiful person, don't you? I'm going, I'm just repeating back what you said about me in the story. Don't you ever treat my girlfriend like that again, because she is a beautiful person. She does not deserve to be treated like that. I'm going, oh, look.
Oh, I wish I could find it. I'll try and find it.
Anyway, I was a victim. Anyway.
I've probably got it on VHS, I reckon. Oh, because I was in that show too.
So it's a pilot.
It was what happened with...
But I can tell you now, friends of mine have quoted me that sketch and they were not part of the pilot.
So when Full Frontal finished, they did 2 pilots that they broadcast, like hour specials actually they were called. They weren't called a pilot. They were an hour special. There was one with Sean McAuliffe and there was one with Eric Bana.
Right.
And we wrote a whole hour...
I remember it being a very good show.
With Eric.
It was very good.
Yeah, it was
he
fun.
played his euphonium.
Yeah, with Andrew Gaze.
Right.
So it had sort of a bit of real life stuff, some comedy sketches. He did a bit of stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a funny show.
Yeah, it was good.
Anyway, so should we have some thinking music?
Yes.
If we could only find that skit, we would, but I don't think we can find it.
No, that's actually true. What's Venetian music?
No, I don't know.
No.
It'll be like from the court of Venice. What about shoes? Something to do with shoes.
Is there
platform shoes? Bit of Kiss. Oh, we can't play Kiss.
Is there an old
shoe ad?
A shoe ad?
Because what were our shoes as kids?
We had Barter Scouts.
Go up to Speeds.
Speeds. Barter Scouts.
Buy some Barter Scouts from the Speeds.
I remember there was a very cool. They were called Barter Scouts. Kingston.
Oh yeah, right.
Kingston.
Okay.
And it wasn't a Barter Scout.
Got a vague memory.
And it's got, the music is called sort of Caribbean, West Indian. Oh, and I'll remember how it goes when I hear it, but I think they must have played. Is Kingston in the West Indies?
Yeah, Kingston Town.
So do you reckon
Kingston Town?
They've gone. We're going to call these Barter Kingston.
Yeah.
And we're going to
get some West Indian music. Yeah, sounds about right.
I think when you hear this ad, you're going to feel like dancing, having a dance party like I did.
The Barter Kingston man's in town.
Barter Kingston, Barter Kingston, Barter Kingston.
Barter Kingston, exciting casual and business shoes for men of action. Rich leathers, incredibly soft suedes. For men of action, Barter Kingston.
Wow.
Was I right?
I was right there.
Barter Kingston.
Barter Kingston.
Barter Kingston. Probably offensive. I don't know.
Very inappropriate these days.
Yeah.
But, with the West Indies cricket team being popular in that era, people all about Jamaica.
Yep.
Okay, so what's your guess? Have a guess. I'll go.
Let me go first. Because I reckon you've got a good chance of getting it. I reckon before they had the metal doors that you talked about in Venice, I reckon they would have shoes with platforms on it, which they could walk through the shallows of the streets when they had a king tide.
Well, I was going to say, platform shoes were invented to walk around Venice because of the mud, maybe?
Yes.
I don't know. What is the answer, Sam?
Platform shoes are known in many cultures. The most famous predecessor of platform shoes are the zoccoli in Venice of the 15th century, designed with the functional goal of avoiding wet feet when the pavements were flooded.
Wow.
You have You've been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill. Thanks for listening.
I don't know how often we get. I must wonder what our percentage is of getting them.
Not high.
But then again, that was not particularly
Sort
hard.
of obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, that you'd wear platforms. Oh, hey. So what would happen is two Venetians walking down the street. Mm-hmm. One goes, "Oh Jesus, the king tide's killed me." Well, what happened? Oh, my feet are all wet. Have you got these? What are they?
Oh, they're my platform shoes.
Yeah, they're
My platform shoes.
And
Glenn.
how do they work? Well,
They make me higher than
I can walk through the shallows.
the Gene Simmons of Kiss.
And then they've gone, I reckon. Do you reckon then? Oh, that maybe that's how it evolved. Maybe they were in Venice.
Maybe Kiss are in Venice.
And they were walking to the gig.
Ace Frehley.
And they got, we've got a gig tonight in Venice. And I'm going to have to wear my platform shoes.
What were the other members of Kiss? Eric Carr.
I have no idea.
Gene Simmons. Ace Frehley.
There was the one with the...
Who sang Shandy on the guitar? Paul Stanley.
Paul Stanley.
Why do I even know that? I'm not even a Kiss fan. There are two different drummers, though.
I reckon one day they all sat around, right?
Who got to be this?
Yeah, well, I reckon I feel sorry for the guy that got the cat face. I reckon he got in last. What are you going to put on your face?
That's a drummer.
I'm going to put on a big star. That looks cool.
Yeah.
That looks good. Oh, well, I haven't got one yet. Oh, what do you want to go for? How about
hang on, they replaced the cat. Well, there were two different drummers.
Oh, was there?
And they had two different faces.
So you had a choice.
There was a bear or... What was it? There was a bear and there was a cat. Eric Carr was the cat. And Ace Frehley was a spaceman, wasn't he? There was a space kind of thing.
Really? It's sort of historical facts you don't really need to know.
Anyway, I've got to go to the childcare centre for my dance off.
Have a dance off. What would you choose for a dance off?
Well, I think,
with kids.
Well, this is interesting because I got my daughter's 16th, 17th birthday party coming up.
She has great parties because you tell me about them.
Yeah,
I always enjoy hearing about them.
You can come. They'd love to meet you. I'd love to meet you.
If I could, I would.
Anyway, we're going to have to do karaoke at our house. And so my daughter's like, you got to sing a song, Dad. They want you to sing a song.
Oh, this is good.
And so I'm going to sing, I said it's hard because I said, why don't we just, I'll sing this. They're like, no, none of the kids know that, Dad. They don't know AC/DC or, Kiss. They wouldn't know that.
I'm getting worried now.
I was going to sing Katy Perry.
Oh, that's good.
Hot and I'm cold. But then we were playing One Direction the other day. I'll sing that One Direction song. They'll all know that.
Oh, you got to pick something that suits your tone and your vibe.
Yeah. So you don't know you're beautiful. What about, is that a bit creepy for a 57-year-old man?
Absolutely. Yeah, no.
You don't know you're beautiful.
No. Because I'd probably go, you got to know
when to hold them. No, they'll just go get a drink if you're going to sing that.
They will, won't they? Yeah, because we had Kath and Kim had karaoke.
Yeah, and because Kitty, my daughter, talks about that, because Sharon sings, "What about me?
Yeah,
it isn't fair."
No, that was Kim sang that.
Oh, that was Kim.
Yeah,
and then Brett sang.
Oh no, hang on.
No, Sharon
said, "What about me?" That's right.
And Brett sang, "You're as cold as ice."
Yes,
to Kim.
And what did Kim sing?
Oh,
something needy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm beautiful. I don't know.
Yeah.
Should I sing something like "You Were Beautiful" by Christina Aguilera? You were beautiful.
Oh, yeah, no.
Or what about Britney Spears, "Hit Me Baby One More Time"? Is it inappropriate?
Hit me baby one more time. I think you're in trouble.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be
no matter what I do.
Yeah, you know what? Don't let them film you.
No, because then it'll just turn up everywhere.
Well, then it could. It'll be on the Channel 7 News that night.
What about "Raw" by Katy Perry? You know that one? "Hear Me Roar," the line, that one.
You hear me roar, yeah. I don't think she's.
You don't think Katy Perry's right for me?
No.
Taylor Swift? Haters gonna hate?
No.
Haters gonna hate.
I reckon the guy from One Direction's you'll go.
Oh, Harry.
Yep.
Harry Styles.
Yes.
Late Night Talking.
I think.
What about Meatloaf?
We can't say goodbye without saying passing on our thoughts.
Barry Humphries.
To the thoughts and family of Barry.
Yeah,
Humphries.
we should have because you love Barry Humphries.
Yeah, well, my lineage goes all the way back to Barry Humphries, meaning that I saw him when I was about 9, and I looked at him and I went, "That's what I want to do." And he
dress up as a woman. Why does it always get back to you dressing up as a woman?
It's funny, isn't it? We haven't talked about that. Is there something I don't know about myself that I haven't discovered yet? Immense talent and a beautiful man. And I spent a little bit of time with him, not a lot of time, but you would imagine that he was as gracious and as intelligent and you know, when the microphones weren't around, told the rudest, funniest jokes you have ever heard.
I can imagine.
That's what I loved about him. It was his honesty. And it was so good to hear his take on things, on how he was saying things we want. That's the thing, you know, because people can now get into trouble for saying certain things. And he got into trouble for saying some things. But you kind of go, you know what, put a line down the middle of the page and for all the wonderful things he did for comedy and for the arts and for Australia, compared to maybe one mistake that he made, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
I don't want to get all political up standing about it, but the legacy of Barry Humphries is absolutely incredible. And I
met him. He did Specs and Specs, but he was as the Dame, and of course he didn't break character.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, and so when we interviewed him on radio, we did 2 breaks with him, so there was an ad or a song in the middle, and I got on the phone. I said, "Oh, Barry, we're just in a song now." He went, "Barry's not here, it's the Dame." I'm like, okay. Well, but anyway, when I met him, this is funny. I was driving along one day when would have been 95 or 96.
Yeah.
And I'd seen Barry the night before.
Yeah.
Right. Do his show.
Yeah.
And his shows were always so impressive. Like when he came out as the Dame, there was no stand-up better than him. And his crowd work when he would talk to the audience.
Incredible.
And get people out and ring their home. He was one of the pioneers of kind of pranking people.
Yep.
And so I was driving along. It was a really nice day. And I pulled up. I still remember where it was. It was the corner of Punt Road and Bridge Road. And I was on Bridge Road. I was going into the city to do a show with David Strassman as his support act, the ventriloquist.
Yeah.
And I'd seen Barry. And anyway, I pull up next to this one of those black town cars.
Yeah.
The window's down. Barry's sitting in the passenger seat getting driven to the theatre for his show.
Yes.
And so I'm like a foot away from him.
Oh, yeah.
I go, "Barry, how are you? I saw your show last night." He went, "Thank you." And I said, "Oh, gee, it was so good. I loved it. It was brilliant." He goes, "Well, thank you very much." And I said, "Yeah, because, you know, I'm a comedian too."
Oh, you played the trump card.
And he goes, "Really?"
Well, he would be very interested to hear that.
He just went, "Really? Are you?" I went, yeah, I'm going to do a show now supporting David Strassman. He said, "Oh, really?" Driver, off we go. He just sped off.
He did not.
He did. He sped off.
Oh, he thought he'd been caught by a...
some freak.
Yeah. No, he would...
He's well missed.
Yeah. The problem... first time I met him, I was lost for words because I was trying so hard to be erudite and interesting and make a wonderful observation, and my observation wasn't very, very domestic or very funny. But then I met him again.
Hey, Kath and Kim. You did Kath and Kim.
We did a telemovie together, and we did a movie together, and we spent quite a few lunches together and a few dinners together, and just, you know...
And then one night you pushed the boundaries. You came out in one of Dame's dresses and he went, "Glenn."
Well, we did have one
don't.
Weird occasion where he was dressed as Dame Edna. He had the face on, but he didn't have the dress on.
Oh, yeah, weird.
Yeah, so it was really weird to talk to him.
Yeah.
Because your little boy brain is going, "That's that." You know, you can't. But having said that, once he was in full kit, he didn't.
No, he didn't break the character.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, and I'm like that with Russell Court. I'm like that with Uncle Arthur.
I've noticed that.
With Cal, I'm like that. You know, just and
anyway, valet. Valet, is that what they say? Valet.
I don't know.
Barry Humphries.
What that valet means?
I know what it means.
Memories of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what.
He was a legend.
It's Latin. He was a legend, and he will be very sadly missed. But his legacy is just incredible.
And I've just read in the paper he's donated all his dresses to you, which he had a vibe.
Here's what I think. I'm going to say this publicly. I believe, whether it's in, maybe someone's already said this, I believe there should be a Humphries Museum.
Oh, that would be great.
I mean, there were so many things. I'm sure in the archive, visually, he was musically, the stage show. I mean, a museum, and would you put it in Moonee Ponds? Maybe you would. Maybe you would.
Be great.
Well, I believe if the state government is listening, that would be an incredible thing. It would be like Mona in Tasmania. It would be a reason Not that you need a reason to come to Melbourne, but I believe that.
Come and see the Barry Humphries Museum.
Yeah, because I mean, imagine the footage. And have you ever seen him on that South Australian show where he used to go on shows, I reckon, just for pranking.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big one on pranking, but oh God, it was funny.
I remember his Tonight Show that was in England, an evening with Dame Edna, and he had Imelda Marcus on.
Yeah,
but he just left her in the lift for the whole show.
He did great stunts.
He said the lift is stuck, Imelda. She's in this lift. Just
I remember seeing him
on
the Graham Norton show saying, quite honestly, you stole the red chair from me.
Ah, right.
Because he used to eject people if their stories weren't good. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
And he was the first with all that sort of stuff, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to say Barry Humphries Museum. Come on, Australia. Come on, Victoria.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Rod Stewart was at Bunnings. We're breaking all the stories. All right.